it's hard to sort of go past the eggs just briefly, right? So yes, the price of eggs have increased in the last few years, and of course we had the problem with bird flu, etc., etc. too. So more than $8 is more like the number. Interestingly, the latest opinion polls come out pretty much, well, Labour 34, Coalition 35. The Greens are down a bit. One Nation's up a bit. The others about 12%. So there's a lot of room to go yet. And interestingly, it seems to me there's big questions about how accurate the polls are. We'll see, I suppose, in a few days. But this whole shenanigans, I mean, the whole election cycle and all of the discussion has been pretty limited. I would just sum it up with this slide. We're going to spray a bit more money around, spray, 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 blast, 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 whoosh, 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 right? Because effectively that is the only idea. Let's try and bribe a few more people here, there, and everywhere. But if the polls are true, and this is what I think is really quite interesting, if the polls are indeed true, then it comes down to what horse trading will go after the election. And of course, that's where the Greens come in. And there was this article, which I thought was quite interesting, because this article suggests that if in fact there is a very close run and the Greens are effectively part of the party, well, they're pushing for changes to CGT discounts, etc., etc. And that could have an interesting fallout on higher rents and maybe push investors out of the market. And of course, one of the other things that the Greens are interested in is the issue of the rate at which the tax will be imputed on, for example, superannuation. At the moment, Labour's talking about trying to figure it out at about 3 million or thereabouts. The Greens want it down to 2 million. And that's going to be a really interesting little question, because if in fact they need the Greens, then this idea of imputed tax, in other words, not tax on when you sell something, but on the value of your property, well, that lets the door open to taxing capital gains in other situations, not just within the superannuation framework. This is something which hasn't been discussed enough, in my view, over the last little while. And to my mind, this is a really, really important issue. In fact, there was an article on it, Tax Trojan Horse Realises Worst Fears. They warn that the unrealized capital gain question could unleash a wrecking ball and all sorts of things.